Hey guys, today we're going to talk about having some gunsmithing manuals on hand. You know, there may come a time when you may not be able to send your firearm back to get it fixed. Maybe some kind of a war, an SHTF thing, anything. So you've got to think ahead. Now here you got do-it-yourself gunsmithing. Here's more gunsmithing. You're checkering and carving the gun stocks. Here's Home Gunsmithing Digest. Here's Hobby Gunsmithing. Here's a book on the Mauser. There's one on the Remington 870 and the 1100 and the 1187. Here's one that comes in handy. AR-15, M16, M16A1. That's from a long time ago. There's a U.S. Service calipers 1 and 2. There's firearms Lewin and Browning. There's a Marlin 1894 and 1895 takedown guide. Let's see what we got up here. Okay. There's a sequence of taking and assembling your Winchester. There's your Browning Automatic 5 takedown guide. Let's see, here's another book on, this is black powder gunsmithing. Here's one on the Mosin Nagant. And here's another one on the Mosin Nagant. Here's one on the SKS. There's another one on the SKS. These you get from Brownells. There's Gunsmithing Kinks 1, 2, and 3. These haven't even been opened. There's another set with 1 and 2 in it that I used from before. Okay, bear with me just a second because I've got to move some of the stuff out of the way or I won't be able to show you the other stuff. We're going to get to it, guys. Just be a little patient. Let's see. Put that down there. Put this stuff over. Okay. We're gonna get to the revolvers and stuff like that in just a second. Okay, here we go. This is pistol smithing by Major George Naughty Jr. I always liked that guy. He knew what he was doing. Here's one on the Smith & Wesson. That's a shop manual. Like I said, you get into a position where you can't send this stuff back, you're on your own. If you don't know how to fix it, you're kind of messed up. You can guess at it. Here's one on the Colt. This is single actions. This is all from this Jerry, can't pronounce his last name, but I'd rather not mess it up and try to explain it. Here's the Ruger double action revolver. Here's another Ruger single action revolvers. The others is a double action. This is a Ruger double action. And this one here is a Ruger single actions. And it's all in here. Then let's see. Now you got the Department of the Army Technical Manual on caliber 45 automatic 1911 A1. This Department of the Army, June 22nd, 1964. Let's see, the M16, that was 1968. I guess what'd that say? 1968. Yeah, everything you want to know about the ARs, it's in here. There's, you know, ammunition, preparation, storage, shipment. I mean, it's all here. Remember this stuff, guys? But anyway, I just wanted to give you a quick thing on manuals. Like I said, if you get to a point in this country where you can't send it back to the company, or maybe the company went out of business and you can't send it back, then you're kind of on your own. Like I said, this is Smith & Wesson. This is Colt. That's Ruger. That's the single actions. This is the double. There's a lot of books out there, people. Some of the stuff I got from Brownells Incorporated. The other ones I can't even tell you where I got them. It's been so long ago. But that's some of the books I got on hand. I don't feel like digging out through any more than this, but that's what it kind of gives you an idea of what's out there. Don't be afraid to spend a little bit of money, because that money might save your life later on if you can get your firearm fixed in the nick of time. Like I said, I've been doing this stuff for a while. Oh, the good old days. Your Remingtons. I know I went through this kind of fast, but I only got 15 minutes on this thingamajigger. But I got so many books, and you got to have them if you want to be able to. If you're a survivalist, or if you're a patriot trying to save your country. You know, there's not always going to be a gunsmith around to service your firearm. You get these things, at least, even if you are not the smartest person in the world, if you look at the picture, you can put it together. It's simple as that. Well, kind of. Yeah, like I said, there was all kind of stuff out there, and when I'd come across something, I'd get it. Because you never know. You don't know what's going to happen today, tomorrow, the next day. I don't have no crystal ball. Neither do you. But that stuff is out there. And this is just a small sampling of what's out there. At least this will give you a little bit of motivation to maybe, you know, maybe he's right. Maybe I could invest in a couple of these books, because, like I said, you don't know if you're going to have a gunsmith around. You don't know if the company's going to go out of business. You don't know if we're going to have a war. You don't know if the economy is just going to go sour. And even if these places are still there, you couldn't afford to get them fixed anyway. This might help you guys. Now these gunsmith kinks, like I said, they're from Brownells. Hang on. This gets me. And you got to remember this guy. Of course, I wanted it fixed today. If I wanted it fixed tomorrow, I'd have brought it tomorrow. Well, I hope, guys, that this gives you some motivation and give you some incentive to get some of these things. Like I said, Brownells Incorporated, they have quite a few of these. Quite a few of these came from there. Like I said, where the other ones come from, to this day, I couldn't tell you. But they're on hand if I do need them. And I want to thank you guys for watching again.